Let's let's go Lakers. Yes, sir. What up, Laker family? It's your boy DTLF back with another video, baby. Finally, 423 days since the Lakers have hit 500, and it felt like it was never going to happen again. But finally, it is here, just as promised. Said it pregame, man. It felt like the right night. I knew the Lakers would take care of business today, and boy, did they take care of business, man. Lakers just dominated from end to end. We really never lost the lead. Think about that. We've been doing that ever since we started Austin Reeves. Now, I'm not saying there's a correlation because he didn't have the best game tonight, but Lakers back at 500. That's all that matters, yo. And like I promised y'all, man, 2 flags tonight, baby. 2 flags tonight. Lakers are back. We're in business, tied for the 7th seed, and teams that had to lose lost tonight. Teams that had to lose lost tonight. We take care of business, man. Beating the OKC Thunder 116 to 111. Anthony Monstar Davis, 37 points, 15 rebounds, multiple blocks, 11 points, 9 assists for Austin Reeves, 21.6 assists for Mr. Captain of the ship tonight, Dennis Schroder, man. He was a beast and he was clutch. 20 for Lonnie Walker off the bench, and just a complete team effort, man. Couldn't be happier, guys. You guys deserve it. This is your moment. Celebrate it. Lakers are back, baby. After the trade deadline, we have completely dominated. It doesn't matter if we've got injuries or not, but the Lakers are back, man. 500 ball, 37 and 37, tied for number 7. Mind you, when we had the West Brick, we were at 13th spot. So those of you that were making fun of us when we lost those games, we told you we got better after that trade, man. Beautiful, beautiful game, man. What a wonderful game. Look, the Lakers fought tooth and nail. This felt like playoff atmosphere. This felt like the right night. This felt like the night to get back to 500. I mean, what else can I say, man? Lonnie Walker deserves PT. That's for sure. That is for sure. Angie said, almost a perfect day, but we got the win. We're moving on up. Let's go. Let's go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, man. This team has everything it takes to compete, all right? This season, they have everything it takes to compete this very season for that title as long as we get healthy. LeBron James, AD, everybody got to be on point. You see what a beast AD is when he applies himself. And boy, did he apply himself tonight. 500, yes, sir, Mambo mentality. Absolutely, brother. Oh, man. I think we're getting drunk tonight. Dontario said, were we right over or were we right? Oh, we were right about Lonnie for sure, man. Y'all got to check out around the league. We was right about Lonnie. He deserves PT. I mean, Coach always finds out things late. We're also right about Austin Reeves. He struggled. He didn't get the calls tonight, but he did phenomenal playmaking. All right, 11 assists. All right, 9 points, almost another double-double. And again, Lonnie Walker is such an X factor, man. Dennis shutting his haters up, carried us in the 4th. Listen, we said we needed the good version of Dennis because when he plays like this, him and AD were a dynamic duo tonight. And they made up for the absence of D'Angelo Russell, man. So shout out to this team. They've been prepared. They've been ready, right? Every single game is next man up. Every other game, the next man up. I said it. We have more than enough firepower. We talked about it pregame to win this game. It felt right, man. We haven't been – think about this. It's been a couple years since we played 500 ball. Matter of fact, since we acquired Russell Westbrook, we had not played 500 ball. Now, I'm not pinning it fully on him. There's some coaching mistakes made by Frank Vogel, some poor signings in the offseason when we went old, but they have righted their wrongs to the point where we can now play plus 500 basketball starting the next game. So that is huge, man. Jameson, appreciate you, bro. He said, AD says, get on my back and I will take you there. Good, man. Good. In the words of Kyrie, this is something he says that I'm going to take from him because this is the mentality of the Lakers through injuries. Chop wood, carry water. That has to be the mindset, man. Shout out to Lonnie for not being discouraged. He came in here, man, 4 for 8 from beyond the arc, and that's not even his strength. He was able to slash. He was able to do a little bit of everything for us, and we needed his spark tonight because we're missing D'Angelo. We're missing LeBron. We're missing Mo Bamba. No problem. All right, Lakers took care of business. Back to 500. Haters mad. Hi, hater. Haters big mad right now. I guarantee you, man. They thought we were done. All right, after the trade deadline. They didn't know what the resurgence that was about to happen after these trades. Johnny, appreciate you, bro. He said, we just need one guy to do good when AD gets benched. They did a great thing, man. Listen, we knew the Thunder were going to fight. They got a bright future, man. A lot of young cats out there that can put in work, man. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, take my hat off to him, man. Listen, the Thunder whooped the trade with the Clippers. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. This dude was scoring on Vanderbilt. Not a lot of people could do that. Right now, he did get off away with a couple of push-offs and stuff, but hey, for the most part, he was putting in work, man. Even through the excellent defense, he went ham. And I'm not talking Darvin. This guy, man, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was a handful. 27 points, but we made him work for those and 8 assists. So, again, credit to the Lakers defense for clamping up what they needed to. They had 90 points by the start of the fourth quarter. 90 points, and we stopped them at 111. So, excellent defense there in the fourth, man. Excellent defense. Would you rather play the Kings or Memphis in the first round? If we're healthy, bring on anybody. Because I've been saying it after the trade, man. This team is so deep that no team wants to see us in a 7. I promise you that. Can we beat the Clippers? Man, listen, in the words of the Ninja Turtles, shell yeah, bro. We can beat the Clippers. Cowabunga, bro. Listen, bottom line is this. This is how I feel about the Lakers, okay? We are battle-tested. We've dealt through every single adversity, BS calls. Tonight, it seems like Monty Williams complaining about the officials after the Suns game made them not give us a lot of calls. They got away with a lot of ticky-tacks, but that's fine. I wouldn't want it any other way because I want the Lakers to be battle-tested and ready. I wasn't going to sit here and cry about free throws. If we lost this, it would have been on us, right? We still got 34 to their 36, so it's not a big disparity. Bottom line is this, though. We weren't getting the calls we got in Phoenix versus Phoenix, and we still figured out a way to win, man. Anthony Davis came up clutch when he needed to. Dennis Schroder came up clutch when he needed to. Big 3 by Lonnie Walker in the corner, man, when they were about to tie, and we never relinquished the league. I think this is what I always wanted. This is why I wanted Austin Reeves to start. We get off to better starts, and as a result, we control the tempo of the game and the pace instead of having to fight extra hard to come back from behind, right, and try to take the lead towards the end. That's very taxing, and you come up short more times than not, as the Thunder did tonight. So kudos to the Lakers. Kudos to the coaching staff. They did a good job of staggering Austin Reeves and Dennis Schroder. Now, Austin Reeves didn't have a great game, but he still did his part, man. Even though he didn't get the calls tonight, he still did his part, man. Again, this is a very deep team. 11 points, 9 assists for Austin Reeves is still really good, and some very solid defense. Joseph, he said 5 to 6 scenarios in our favor tonight. Led by the Lakers win over the OKC. He said Lakers are 500 for the first time this season. Started 0-5 and then 2-10. Now at 500. And again, we have to give credit where credit is due, man. That front office did a tremendous thing at the trade deadline that nobody thought could be possible. Right now, I always hold out hope to the end. People told me, damn, the season's over. I kept telling them, let's see what happens till the trade deadline. Listen, this is why you hold out hope. One trade or two can change the whole course of the season. And now we're actually looking to get into the playoffs, and sky's the limit once we get there because the West has been inconsistent, right? Darvin Ham is pissing me off with his rotations. I actually thought tonight they were solid. He did some things I liked. When Troy Brown tried to play hero, Ball tried to put the ball on the floor and attack and try to play iso ball when, dude, you're a role player, catch and shoot guy. Darvin Ham pulled him out after he turned the ball over. 2 mistakes in the span of that fourth quarter. So that was good coaching for the first time. Again, he's learning, fam. This coach is learning, and I'm rooting for him because if he learns, he'll let us play so much better, man. He said, damn, bro, I got in a little late, man. Can you do me a favor and wave them flags? I got you, bro. Let's go, Lakers. 500 ball for the first time in 423 days. You damn skippy. You damn straight. I'm going to wave these damn flags, man. Let's go, baby. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. And tonight I'm sleeping like a baby. I might even suck my thumb, man. If my teeth come out crooked the next day, y'all know it's because I was sleeping like a baby, man. And it feels so good to be at 500, man. The feeling is just undescribable. It feels like we're the Lakers again. You know, when we traded for Russell Westbrook, something happened, Laker family. Our soul was sucked out of our bodies. It's like we went numb for a bit from playing horrid basketball. But after trading him away with these key pieces, this deep bench that we now have, this amazing, wonderful team that plays for each other, and when guys go missing, next man up, I wouldn't want to have it any other way. I've been to 4 games this season, man, and we're undefeated when I've been there, and I've been blessed enough to witness this in person. This is a real team, fam. This is a real team, ladies and gentlemen, and I cannot wait to see what we do when we're complete. Because I think that's the key. We have not got this team complete since we made the trade. All right, it was always one thing missing or another, right? We get one piece back, we lose 2. But tonight it did not matter, man. It did not matter. Shout out to the Thunder. They fought hard, man. But we now also have the series advantage. So if we end up tied with them as a record, we beat them in the season series, which means we will have the advantage there. We also have the season series advantage versus the Warriors. So things are starting to kind of pan out for us. Noel, appreciate you, bro. He said, good tonight, Dan. Despite the Suns crying to Papa Ref, he said, and nobody getting calls, still pulled out the W. He said, a plague upon the Suns house. I love it, man. We showed the Suns how even when you don't get calls, you got to play through it, man. This is what a real team does right here. And I promise you, nobody wants to see us because if we look at our team from top to bottom, we pretty much have every position filled. We might be a little thin at the front line with Mo Bamba injured, but he should be back around the postseason, hopefully. We got everything, guys. Star power, check. When Anthony Davis plays like this, we're very much invincible. That's why I said my number one key to the game was feed the beast, Anthony Davis. And he came through. He delivered by way of 37 points very efficiently, okay, with like 13 rebounds, just a monster. And then we got the shooters, guys. We got guys like even Lonnie Walker pitched in with 4 threes tonight. Malik Beasley, when he has it going, he's a sniper. D'Angelo's a pure shooter. Austin Reeves can knock them down. I mean, we got the shooting that everybody's been clamoring for years. And then when we talk about the defense, you cannot mix it up. You can throw Troy Brown Jr., you can throw Vanderbilt, you can throw Austin Reeves on guys, and it's going to wear them down. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, yes, he did play a back-to-back, but I promise you that we made him work for every single point. All 27 of those, he worked hard for those guys. So we're very blessed and very happy to have such a deep team. And then when LeBron comes back, this is the king me move right here. When LeBron comes back and we start gelling together, things are going to open up for shooters. Lanes are going to open up. Playmaking is going to be better. I cannot wait to see it, man. And they still have some games to gel together, but it's going to be a blast. Off topic, if Vucevic would have dropped 30 points, I would have won $10K on prize picks. He said, back to the Lakers. We are the last team anyone want to see in the series. Damn, bro. How many points were you short of, Lil Dex? That's crazy, bro. You almost hit the big one. That is crazy. He said, hey, Dan, in the playoffs, would you rather have Vando on book or KD? He said, great win, Lake Show. You know what? Depends on who's going off that day, right? Depends on who's going off. Whoever is going off, man, that's who, right? So if it's Booker, then we throw him on Booker. If it's because he is our best perimeter defender with his length, size, and athleticism and high basketball IQ and the way he plays the passing lanes, he's gonna be that guy, man. But yeah, whoever's going off, and then we got other defenders for the other players as well. Sleeping like a baby tonight, Dan. Great win, yes sir, man. That's a great question, by the way. Appreciate the super chat. He said, bro, Dan, you already know Lonnie was waiting to get back in. Bro went off. It's because we've always talked about it on this channel, man. This is one thing. Lonnie Walker is supremely talented, and he had a great first 1/3 of the season until he got hurt and then eventually fell out of the rotation. Coaches got to do a better job of staggering minutes, especially when guys struggle, so that everybody who deserves PT gets them, right? So definitely needs to get some playing time. He demonstrated tonight when we tugged on his cape tonight due to the injury to D'Angelo, he swooped in like Superman, man. So, but again, this was such a team effort tonight. The great defense by Vanderbilt. Austin Reeves with some good, solid playmaking. All right, I love him starting. His defense is phenomenal as well. That's one aspect that doesn't get talked about a lot from him, right? And then Anthony Davis dominating inside. We found them enough because at times they make it really hard. They bring the double quick. They load up on Anthony Davis so we don't throw the entry pass, and then he has to settle for some jump shots. But he mixed it up wonderfully tonight, man. Shout out to Darvin Ham for that as well, for drawing up plays. He threw some fun at himself. Said this dumb coach finally drew up some plays for AD. I think he's very aware of what social media and the fans say about him. So I think that's hilarious. But it's gonna be awesome, guys, to see what this team at full force can do together, man. It's gonna be awesome. I really look forward to it. Yeah, doesn't it feel great to be a 500 ball club, man? And tied for 7th. We went from 13, we moved up 6 slots. Tied for 7th, man. That's crazy. Can the Lakers get to the 4th seed? You know what, Marty Collins? I have no clue. That is a great question, but a lot of things have to go in our favor for that to happen. I don't count on it, but we could move up to the 6th or maybe even 5th seed. I'm not going to go as far as to say the 4th seed because there's only 8 games left. But if that happened, I mean, I'm probably going to fall out my chair on the next live stream if that happens, man. He said, we coming and nobody wants to see us. Let's freaking go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. 7th seed. Lakers tied for the 7th seed. Now, on paper, it might look like the 8th, but we're really tight. We have identical records for the 7th seed, man. And I think, let me double check the scoreboard because I think, let me see. Did the Sun, let's see, MB. I was so into the Laker game that I didn't even check who won between the Warriors. I think the Warriors won. Warriors and Sixers. Yeah, they did. Warriors won. So that's unfortunate. But the Jazz lost. The Mavericks lost. Who else lost? Obviously, the Thunder lost because we beat them. The Suns lost again. So anything's possible, fam, at this point. Anything is possible at this point. I don't put it out of reach. I don't put it out of reach. But what a phenomenal game by the Lakers. Let's go back and look at the stats real quick, man. This Laker team was just, I mean, they were a unit tonight by every means necessary. Every time that the Thunder made a run, the Lakers countered. The Lakers pushed them back some more, right? Overall, man, I've been very proud of the way the Lakers been taking care of the ball. Only 11 turnovers was key tonight. All right, we did have 9 steals. We had 4 blocks. We had 19 assists, and we had 52 rebounds compared to their 45. Largely in part to AD, man. Free throws, 20 out of 28. We still got to work on our free throws because we're still missing too many free throws. That's one place we got to work on. 3-pointers, 12 for 34, 35%. That's not bad. We held them to 38%, 14 for 36. So that's not bad either. But the Lakers could definitely work on free throws moving forward because, man, we've lost games due to those. We lost games due to those. So we really got to be on. We got to be on high alert about the free throws, fam. He said, definitely Lonnie over Beasley. Listen, we talked about it for a while. I don't like the coaching favoritism. He allowed Beasley to start way too many games, and he never got his confidence going. So now he has to try to get that confidence going off the bench. The one thing I don't like about Beasley is that at times it feels like he's playing for that contract. All right, at times he's forcing the shot. He's not making the right pass and stuff like that because I feel like he feels he wants the team to opt into that 16 mil, right? So it's going to be hard for him to get that elsewhere with the way he's been shooting lately. So I think that's a big part of the reason why he's been playing the way he has. But I would like him to play in selfish ball. He's going to get plenty of wide open threes. He just has to knock those down. That's my only complaint about him. But yeah, he should not have been a starter. But Dennis did his thing tonight, man. 21 for Dennis. He was phenomenal. Clutch buckets. Man, did you guys see when he split the double and then he scooped it up over the third defender that was coming to block the shot? Beautiful, man. Lil Dex, appreciate you, bro. He said, remember, they said no team made the playoffs after starting 2-10. History in the making, bro. When the Jazz Cavs beat us, Mark Jackson said that on TV. Wow. Hey, you got great memory, Lil Dex. That is, if that's true, that's amazing. And we could make even more history if we're one of the lowest seeded teams to ever win a championship. That could happen because the West is wide open. The only team that's really, really stacked due to their trade is Kevin Durant. So, but, usually if you look at the trends, super teams lose on their first year, right? Usually, right? You've seen what the Heat did. They lost to the Mavericks on their first year being assembled. We've seen other teams lose on their first year as well, except for the Warriors. They were too stacked, right? When they had KD, Curry, and Clay and all that. But bad memories aside, this team has a chance, man. This team has a chance to be really special when LeBron comes back. I think Laker Nation, we've been new when we made the trade that, wow, we're going to be much better. But I think even how much better we've gotten has surprised a lot of people, man. A lot of people. And we've now won 3 in a row. After losing 2 in a row, we've now won 3 in a row, which offsets that. And I look forward to seeing what we can do. He said, Dan, can you give my girl a shout out? She is sick. Thanks. My Lakers forever, man. Shout out to your girl, bro. Hopefully she gets better, man. Hopefully this Laker dub makes her feel just a little bit better, man. Get some vitamin D up in there, bro. Hook your chick up. Phantom Dancer said, let's go, baby. He said, finally, 500. He said, got 5 very winnable games. And then I think Braun is back against the Clippers. He said, should legit go for the 5th seed. Oh, man, listen. I don't want to talk about seeding right now. All I want is the Lakers to be a top 8 team. Why? Because even if we get a top 8 team, even if we go into the playoffs, you're a top 8 team, you only have to win 1 of 2 games. You're gonna have 2 chances to win. Now, if we can get a top 6, if we can get a top 16 seed, then all of a sudden you don't have to play in the play-in tournament, which would be huge, man. So this team right here, man, they have the potential to go up even higher. How high that is going to be up to them. We got some tough games coming up, right? They all been tough though. Doesn't it feel like you can see and feel the playoff intensity when Dennis Schroder did the reverse, backhand slap and he deflected the pass? That was amazing, man. And then when he dove on the floor, got the ball and recuperate the possession at half court, I mean, that right there in itself feels like it feels like playoff atmosphere, right? Playoff basketball. So this team, all they got to do, man, is continue to take care of business one game at a time. Look, we got the Bulls coming up on Sunday. You know Chicago's going to be on their bullshit, all right, because they're not that good, but they're going to want to show up. Patrick Beverly's going to try to have a Super Saiyan game, even though he ain't nothing. He threw up a bagel the last game. And that's just the way it goes, man. That's just the way it goes. Suns are sliding without Kevin Durant, but Kevin Durant is coming around the corner for sure, man. One game at a time. We got this, baby. Come on now. We're the Lakers, the new Lakers, right? The revitalized, reestablished, deep Lakers. He said, finally, the Lakers have 500. Woohoo! I like it. My man made me sound like Super Mario just now. He said, Dan Vando, guard DeRozan or Levine on Sunday. Again, whichever one has it going the most. He might have to switch off and guard, different people at different times. But whoever has it going, that's who Vanderbilt has to stick, because Vanderbilt is legit, man. He's the real deal, all right? All these other fake defenders are imposters. They said Lou Dort was elite. Listen, that Dort was knocking down threes. You wouldn't think he's a defensive player. He went off. So, that's the beauty of the NBA. You just never know who's going to go off. The Charlotte Hornets went off, and that benefited the Lakers because they whooped. Well, they were whooping the Mavs, but they ended up beating them. It was a closer game. Bottom line is this, man. Lakers got to get healthy. D'Angelo Russell day-to-day, we're going to need him back. Good news is we have guys like Lonnie and Max Christie sitting over there on the sideline, rotting away, because Darvin Ham cannot, chooses to play patty cake. He doesn't want to put in his non-favorite players. Listen, you got to play whoever the best man available, man. That false advertising about facts over feelings has really pissed off a lot of fans. So I hope that he starts giving this man an opportunity, because he deserves it, man. 20 points, 4 for 8 from beyond the arc, and just played a beautiful game. He said, even Bron tweets, let's effing go. Listen, you're LeBron James. You've been out for a couple of weeks already, like 3 weeks already, and your team has came back and started playing some 500 ball. Think about that. Your team has done a phenomenal job without you. You got to be happy with Rob and Jeannie, man. All the question marks about them out the window, because they really showed us that they want to win, and they're even willing to sacrifice one future potential lottery pick, top 4 protected, of course, for a brighter future for us now and moving forward. He said, Dan, seeing the Lakers winning makes me smile. Me too, bro. Me too. I'm so happy right now. You don't understand how excited I am, man. You don't understand how excited I am. Like, I probably have to go take a shot after this. I don't know what I got to do, but I got to celebrate somehow, man. Somehow we're going to celebrate. Phantom Dancers said, did I already read this one? I don't know, but I'm going to read it again. That's how happy I am. He said, let's go, baby. He said, finally 500, got 5 very winnable games, and then I think Bron is back against the Clippers. Yeah, I did read it. I just remembered, man. He said, Lakers need another wing defender besides Vando. He said, Vando can use a game off. He's played every game since he got traded. We have other solid defenders there, man. Troy Brown's a solid defender. Austin Reeves is a solid wing defender. Even Rui Hachimura sometimes uses his size exceptionally well. He can even rim protect at times. So we got some depth on this team. If anything, we just need a backup big. That 15 roster spot, I wonder if they're going to use it or not. But we should use it. We should get some insurance policy there with the big man. And moving forward, I need to see Lonnie Walker and Max Christie get some minutes. Because Max Christie's no slouch either, man. When he played, he was locking up as well, knocking down threes, doing some phenomenal things. Johnny said, what happened to D'Lo? He's out, man. And we don't know if this is the only game he's going to be out for. A quad contusion or something like that. It was a shocker. We didn't hear nothing till game day, till today. So it was a bit of a shocker. But, hey, Lakers are a 500 ball club. Sky's the limit for us, man. I want to know what your guys' prediction is for where the Lakers end up in the standings. As you can see, the Suns lost 2 in a row. Compliments of the Lakers, beating them a couple nights ago, and now them losing today. And then, hip contusion. My bad, hip contusion. Where do you guys think the Lakers are going to end up? I need to see numbers right now. Anywhere between 10 through 6 or 5, whatever you guys think. I need to see the numbers in the chat right now. Log in your answers, man. I want to see what Laker Nation thinks. I told y'all, though, man. Dan Stradamus strikes again. Tonight felt like a dub. We got the dub, baby. 6th seed, 7th, 8th, 6th or 7th. Okay, I see a lot of 6 in there. Ooh, Johnny East thinks we're going to be the 4th. That's what's up. That is what's up. 7th. I'm somewhere between 6 and 7, man. I'm somewhere between 6 and 7. I'm not mad if we get the eighth either. Um, but yeah, I'm somewhere right between 6 and 7. And you know what? I don't fear the Nuggets as much as I respect them. I don't fear them. I don't fear teams like the Kings because they lack playoff experience. So wherever we end up around, that's gonna be a sweet spot. My man Johnny said 5, 6, 5, 6. There's a lot of sixes. So you guys will, the majority says 6 seed. That sounds nice, man. I'm not gonna lie. That sounds like a 6 seed. You avoid the play-in. You get to rest while other teams kill each other to try to get in. That would be nice. That would be really nice. He says 7th, first round versus the Grizzlies. These matchups, I'm not even going to get into them because we don't know where they're going to end up. It could be the Kings at number 2, or it could be the Grizzlies. It's still 8 games left to go, Laker family. But I mean, it just feels good to be back on top, man. And the stars are starting to align. Look, I'm not going to lie. Last week when we lost to the Houston Rockets and we followed that by a loss to the Mavericks, it felt like the world was collapsing, man. It felt like everything was crumbling down. But I never gave up hope because I knew that a couple of wins, and I did mention it, a couple of wins could set us back on the right track. Well, not only have we won, but teams that are supposed to lose to help us in the standings have lost now. So it's going to be awesome to watch some basketball tomorrow without your team playing, knowing that you could move up, assuming some teams lose. Now, where we end up, man, your guess is as good as mine, right? Nobody knows. It could be anywhere between 10 through 5, maybe even 4. That would be amazing, but who knows, man? He said, she said, Dan, the Nuggets are a bad defensive team. I haven't watched too much of the Denver Nuggets, so I can't comment on them. I know that Jokic is not really a defensive player. I know that they got a lot of wings over there, though, and they got some good shooting. So it's not going to be an easy matchup, right? That could even be a 7-game series, if anything. But one thing I can say is watching this team, we have been battle tested this season, right? We had to play in spite of Russell Westbrook, in spite of playing a lot of small ball due to having guys like Kendrick Nunn and Patrick Beverley on the roster, right? And getting heavy minutes, and they weren't producing consistently. We had to overcome injuries so far, some poor coaching decisions, some missed free throws, bad officiating this year. We've had to overcome Russell Westbrook and the poor chemistry in the locker room. We've come a long way to get back to 500. Like if the season ended today, I would have been extremely proud of this team because they fought back to get to 500. It's a huge accomplishment. Now we need to make sure we finish at 500 or above. But I mean, just to get to where we are now, in spite of injuries, in spite of Anthony Davis missing a huge chunk of the season, LeBron now missing a huge chunk of the season, you have to just applaud the effort of this Laker team because every night is somebody else. The other night, Austin Reeves. The night before that one, Austin Reeves as well with a career high 35. And then 25 from Reeves, and then AD beasting. And now tonight it was Dennis and Lonnie Walker stepping up big time alongside Anthony Davis. So every night has been next man up. And I do want to give the front office credit because they put together just a team that complement each other nicely after the trade deadline. I wish they would have did this in the offseason so we would have gelled and maybe even our guys would have been healthier. But hey, you can't look back now, baby. All we can do is look forward, and the future is bright for this Laker team moving forward, assuming we bring back most of these guys, right? He said, Pat, Bev, stream coming out of the nose thinking about this game. Oh, steam, you said. I can't wait. It makes it fun. He's talking all that smack. Let's just hope the officials don't let him get away with all that dirty play, man, because he gets away with a lot of ticky-tack fouls. They don't get called. When he was a Laker, he wasn't getting away with those. But, we all know that they're going to be on some bullshit, pun intended. Marty said, burn some sage and never mention Russ again. Oh, man, listen, man. Those demons have been exercised because he got traded away from here. So I don't even need to burn the sage. All I'm going to tell you is this, is that Russell Westbrook is a great Hall of Fame player in his prime that never adapted to the modern NBA. And as a result, should I say his Clippers? No, I can't say his Clippers. Kawhi's Clippers have had a below 500 record since acquiring him, right? And on the contrary, the Lakers have I don't even know what our record is anymore. I lost track, but I know we've won way more than we've lost, right? We almost doubled the wins to the amount of losses. We're probably what, 11-6 or 7, 11-7 or 11-8, something like that. But we just, man, we turn things around. Okay. And this is one thing that a lot of Laker fans thought we wouldn't get to. This is why I say never give up. A lot of people were talking about canceling their subscription. People were talking about they weren't going to watch games anymore. But look, we got 1,126 in the chat right now. So that's how you know people still watching. And we always stay watching the games, even though our emotions get in the way at times. But it's the passion, baby. And we got 1,100. So I better see at least 500 likes on this video, man. Y'all better hook your boy up. He said, I'm so happy, Dan, that we won again. It just felt right tonight, brother. It felt right tonight. There was an aura. Today I woke up, man, went outside, hooped because the weather was so beautiful. It's been raining here in California the last couple of days. Go outside and hoop with my shorty. And I was just telling her, man, it just feels like the Lakers going to win today. I don't know what it is. And then I heard the D'Angelo Russell news. I saw a lot of Laker fans get discouraged on Twitter. But I was telling them, listen, with D'Lo or without, we have the depth on this team. And I think we have the right mindset and poise to get this W, man. And the locker room is fixed. The chemistry is much better. I almost knew. I won't say I knew it, but I foresaw this win. I said, today's the day we get over the hump. The curse of being below 500 is gone. 423 days of suffering, man, since that Russell Westbrook trade. Think about that. Just take it all in, man. Take it all in because we're back on the winning side, hopefully starting on Sunday. We can get plus 500, and that'll be great. He said, hopefully D'Lo plays next game, man. Oh, for sure. Oh, 12-6? That's even better. 12-6 is the new record, y'all. 12-6 is the record with this new Laker team. That's awesome, man. Thanks for that info right there. That's a killer record. Like I said, double. It felt like we've won double the games we've lost since making the trade. Mind you, AD missed some games, and then now LeBron has missed some games with this new squad. So we still haven't been 100% complete. So we've been playing a couple of men short of 100, and it's wonderful to watch because this is the way it's supposed to be, right? Like, we're Laker fans, man. We need a prime product on the floor at all times. Tickets ain't cheap. Heck, the cable ain't cheap to watch the Laker games, man. It's no more KCAL 9. It's Spectrum Sports Net now, baby. So we need Spectrum Sports Net type of a roster, and this is what this is. This is a wonderful roster. This is something everybody can get behind. This is a team that embraces the city. There's no more, there's no more individuality. There's no more selfishness. It's gone. He said, it's not letting me do super chats. I don't know, bro. YouTube tripping, but I appreciate you regardless, boss. Thank you, man. He said, Rui's minutes is taken away by Gabriel. Gabriel playing awesome. Yeah, I cannot complain. And Rui was doing phenomenal before as well. I cannot complain, man, about that because I've loved the way that when Gabriel he even knocked down a 3 tonight. I was like, ooh, he's a bad man when he's knocking down jump shots, but the hustle, the way he crashes the glass, he finishes, and he plays some excellent defense for his size. Again, he's not a 5. They're playing him there due to, lack of front court depth right now because of the injuries, but he's really a 4 playing the 5, and he's doing an okay job of that. But overall, it's just his hustle, man. Marty Collins said, let's get 500 likes. He said 500 likes for 500. Yes, sir. Let's represent. Let's represent, family. Show love. Show love. Get the likes up. Absolutely. I appreciate you, Marty. Thank you, brother. He said Rui plus Bees when LeBron sets him up. Wait. What did you mean by that? I'm not sure what you meant by that. He said we could have finished a top 14 if we traded Russ since December. I agree with that. And I always said I wanted him off the team. I always said it wasn't fair, to really judge this coach and the coaching staff when Russ was on the team, because it's going to be really hard for them to be comfortable and to command the locker room when you have such a huge personality and such a self-centered player. Because let's be honest, man, this guy, I don't want to keep making it about him, but he loves himself, more than wins. Sunday's going to be a big game. Bro, Chapito, every game has been a huge game, and the Lakers have been prevailing through injuries, through adversity, through poor officiating. I mean, we've been prevailing, and I'm very proud of this team. It's battle-tested and ready. This is our play-in tournament right now. It's like we're already in the playoffs. And what that's going to do is it's going to give us a mental edge. That way when we get into the playoffs, we're battle-tested from this season. We'll be ready for any adversity. We'll be ready for anything. Got to play through the whistle, too. Said Dan, a Laker fan, for Lonnie, better than Malik Beasley? I'd say the way Malik Beasley has been playing lately, yes. Lonnie Walker had a much better season so far. But I still haven't given up on Malik Beasley as a super sub because he's somebody who can get hot quickly. Now, he will benefit from having somebody like LeBron out there because all of a sudden, he draws so much attention and he'll kick it out to the shooter. Him, Troy Brown, Austin Reeves, all these guys, whenever they play with him in spurts, are going to get some wide open buckets. Okay. So I do think he's not a shot creator, even though he can do it at times. His game is better predicated as a catch and shoot guy and somebody who's a high volume shooter. The more shots he gets, the hotter he gets. That's what I've noticed with him. And that's partially the problem is because playing with such a deep roster, you won't always get the same shots wide open, right? Alchemy, appreciate you, bro. He said, if you will choose 3 players to build with AD, LeBron, and who? Wait. The last part of the question. All right. If I would choose three players to build with AD and LeBron, that's what I think you meant. Well, obviously Austin Reeves, D'Angelo Russell, and Vanderbilt. Those are the 3. If I had to pick only 3 from this team, those are the 3. Those are the next best 3, in my opinion. Austin Reeves, Vanderbilt, and D'Angelo Russell are must keeps. Now, I'd love to bring back Rui. I'd love to bring back Lonnie. I'd love to bring back Troy Brown Jr. because even though he drives me crazy sometimes trying to do too much, thinking he's Kobe, trying to take guys off the dribble and stuff, his defense is great. When he has the shot going on catch and shoots, he's great. And he has good size at 6'7". That's bang for your buck right there. At a veteran minimum contract, we need guys like that. That, of course, not everybody can be a star in this team, but they got to buy into the role, and they got to be solid at something. What can you bring forward to the table? Then after that, I'd love to bring back hustle guys like Wenyen Gabriel. I'm really looking at Stanley Johnson this offseason, okay? I'd love to bring him back. If you add another elite defender like Stanley Johnson who can rebound, help you guard in the paint as well, and he's just a force defensively. Alongside Austin Reeves and Vanderbilt, man, you got a 3-headed monster defensively right there. Mo Bamba, I definitely want to re-sign as well. I mean, really, in reality, I'm bringing back this whole team with the exception. Let's say, who's the exception here? Who don't we use? See, that's just the thing. We have such a wonderful team that we don't have a lot of weak spots right now. But I really want to bring in Stanley Johnson, if anything. That would be somebody that I would look at, especially with the coaching styles of Darvin Ham. He likes to go small. Well, this guy can play small ball. He can play some small ball 4, even some 5 off the bench, right? But I think, man, I was so bummed out when I heard he got cut and the Lakers couldn't re-sign him. Because can you imagine the defense of him and Vanderbilt and Austin Reeves and Dennis Schroder getting after it? My goodness, man. Nightmares. That's what that's going to be. Mo Bamba update, we haven't got one. I did see him doing some pregame shooter rounds before the game, but we haven't got a Mo Bamba update yet. Hopefully we get one soon. I'm thinking he might be back around the same time LeBron is back. DTLF, he said, ESPN really said, how do you bring back LeBron back because of the way Reeves is playing? They are very casuals, man. I'll tell you that. What's wrong with it? Like, really? Remember when we acquired Anthony Davis and they said that Kawhi Leonard and Paul George would be a better fit than LeBron and AD, only to get smacked in the mouth by a 2020 championship? Come on, somebody. ESPN always with the hot takes, man. I just feel like they say stupid stuff on purpose in order to get people to watch. I'm feeling like that's desperation because us, man, think about it. We got over 1,000 people here watching this channel instead of watching ESPN. So, we're the new media, as Draymond Green likes to call it, and we're a threat. So what is the solution for mainstream media outlets is that they have to come out with some hot button topics, some hot takes, some crazy stuff, Kendrick Perkins of the world, the Skip Baylesses of the world, because that's what keeps them relevant, right? Like, even if you think it's stupid, you're probably going to click and watch just to hear it yourself. Like, I can't believe he just said that type stuff. So, look, bottom line is this. LeBron fits any team, anywhere, and he makes them better, period. I mean, did they not see the game with D'Angelo, AD, and LeBron? They look like the next big 3. And that's before the resurgence of Austin Reeves. Also, talking about Austin Reeves, his game has flourished so much more now that we traded Westbrook. I think he was really preventing a lot of players off the bench from flourishing, including THT. I think THT had a bad year because of Russell Westbrook. And I mentioned that before. Now he's on the Jazz and he's having a phenomenal year. So, I'm still bummed out about that trade right there. My boy Randolph said, Lakers. Yes, sir, baby. Let's go. 500 ball. We back, man. Can't nobody hold us now except ourselves. Except for ourselves, man. He said Lakers to 500 after 424 days of course, with I thought it was 23, but hey, 24, 23. He said Clippers is done over early for the playoffs. Look, Clippers were never a threat. ESPN picked them. That's when I knew it was going to be a mediocre year for them. Okay, ESPN was picking them like they were going to be the best in the West. Don't make me laugh, right? Don't make me laugh about that Clipper team. Kawhi is the only player that elevates them. In reality, without him, they'd be a lottery team. Okay, that's the bottom line, and that's not a hot take. That's facts, right? Your boy out here spitting flame, man, with my flamethrower. Listen, Kawhi Leonard carries the Clippers, and his back must hurt. No wonder he takes so much time off. And it's gotten to the point where I expect him. Does he have an opt out option after this year or the next year? I expect him to want to leave because that's not the right franchise for him. I mentioned it when he signed there. I said he's going to regret that decision. I expect him to get eliminated either first or second round if they even get there, and that conversation is going to open up. It's going to open up a lot of different conversations again. My boy said, Dan, remember Clip City, Chip City? I never understood that, but hey, Clipper fans they're challenged mentally. That's what I'm gonna say it the nice way. They're mentally challenged, okay? And I'll say it because they always say Clip City, Chip City. What are they talking about? Chocolate chip cookies? Because they sure as hell ain't talking about championships. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy talk, man. The Kings is a good ball club. They make Phoenix look crazy tonight. Look, the Kings are legit. I mean, I can't front, right? The Kings are the real deal. Like, it's going to be a tough battle regardless of who we face off versus in the first round, but I still believe in the championship experience of one LeBron James. I still believe in the championship experience of one Anthony Davis. I believe in D'Angelo has been there clutch games, even in the playoffs. Who remembers the Brooklyn Net days? I believe in our depth, our defense. I think the coaching staff starting to come along okay, right? I still wouldn't raise their grade as of right now, but I believe eventually it will raise. I still believe in Darvin Ham. Darvin Scam, whatever y'all want to call him. LOE, appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much, man, for the super chat. He says, salute, brother. He said, I forgot what 500 felt like. He said, I'm about to cry, but looking at these standings and these other teams' schedules, we're about to hawk down the 4th seed. Okay, hot take. I like it. He said, I'm calling it now, bro. Just keep winning. You know what, bro? I still got us at around anywhere between 6 through 8. I think that's where we're going to end up. 6 through 8. 6, 7, or 8. But you know what? That 4th seed is not impossible. It sounds a bit unrealistic just based off of it's going to take a lot of collaboration from other teams losing as well. And Kawhi's carrying the Clippers right now. They should have lost after they lost PG, but Kawhi is just his back hurting, bro. But I love the enthusiasm, man. I love that Laker fans are positive again. I love that there's just such a hope on the horizon for us Laker family because y'all deserve it, man. Y'all been here day one, man. We've been here. That's the beautiful thing about consistency is that, they can't call us fair weather fans. Laker fans packing out Staples Center, a.k.a. Crypto, from game 1 all the way to 82 and beyond if we get to the playoffs. So it's wonderful, bro. Like my guy right here said, as long as we don't get the play-in, that'd be great. But if we do get the play-in, one game. That's all we should need to win, right? That's it. But, the 4th seed would be crazy. And, yes, I'll give you the credit because you called it first, bro. If it does happen, man, that'd be crazy. But I would love it, man. I will probably, like I said, I'll probably fall out of my chair of excitement when it does happen. He said, Ricky P is really honest. He said, been here since the trade. My guy wasn't with us before, man. Hey, I respect your honesty, sir. I salute you for that. Dan, do you believe that Darvin Ham's coaching in Game 7? Do I believe in Darvin Ham's coaching in Game 7? No, but I believe in LeBron's coaching in Game 7. I believe LeBron's been there, man. The troops are going to rally around him. They're going to listen more to LeBron than they are Darvin Ham. But I think if Darvin Ham can just not get in our way and make the proper coaching moves and rotations, he's been doing a lot better. I mean, I love the fact that he's been starting Austin Reeves. That's back-to-back games that we start off with a lead and we don't relinquish it. Austin Reeves is a huge part of that because even when his offense isn't going, his defense and playmaking is. So that's the wonderful thing about that. That was a great call by Darvin Ham right there. I didn't think he had it in him. It took a 35-point career high performance from Austin, but he finally got what he deserves, a starting role. Now, the next move is when LeBron comes back, please do not bench Austin Reeves. You bench Troy Brown Jr. And that makes our bench even that much more deeper because Troy Brown coming off the bench with Dennis Schroder coming off the bench with Wenyen Gabriel, Mo Bamba, Lonnie Walker, Rui Hachimura. You're talking about the deepest bench in the NBA. I mean, who's deeper than us? Can anybody in the chat name one deeper team than that when LeBron and everybody comes back healthy? And D'Angelo out there in the starting lineup. I mean, talking about trouble. The floor spacing is going to be beautiful for LeBron and AD having Reeves and D'Angelo out there. The defense is going to be wonderful because you got Vando, you got Austin, you got AD, and LeBron. If he's feeling spry and healthy, he's going to be blocking shots too and doing some spectacular things here and there, right? And we're just so well-rounded to the point where, like I said, once we get healthy, you want to talk about deep? This is Deep Blue Sea Deep, and that's a 90s movie reference for you, or early 2000s movie reference for you right there, man. That's what that is. We're deep, man. And I believe we are the best defensive team in the NBA. Man, well, we were up until the injuries, but listen, I love the way that we've been playing lately on both ends of the floor. And tonight we were giving up too many buckets through 3 quarters, and guess what we did in the 4th quarter? We clamped down, and largely, partly, and due to Jared Vanderbilt and Anthony Davis. That's a dynamic tandem inside and out, right? And now you throw in a good defender like Austin Reeves who could take charges, lays his body on the line. Dennis too. When Dennis wants to, he's a demon, man. He's a pest. Whenever he gets off the sticks, he gets off of Call of Duty, he getting after folks. He's running through screens and stuff. So throughout the course of the game, that wears down the opposition. And now you'll see that they don't have their legs on their jump shot. What they were hitting through the first 3 quarters, all of a sudden it's flat in the 4th. And then you wonder why. It's because of the spectacular defense that's been wearing on, throughout the course of the game. Real hoop heads know this stuff, man. Diehard basketball fans pay attention to detail, man. You see the little things. I pay attention to everything, guys. I'm talking from the moment the ball tips off to the moment, the final buzzer sounds. I watch everything. The way Anthony Davis came out and set the table tonight, I knew it. I knew he was going to do that, and I felt like that was the key to the game, all right? Because he's the true leader of this team when LeBron is out, and we go as he goes. So all of a sudden, he's fighting to get second chance points and rebounds. Dennis is fighting, diving on the floor for loose balls. Austin Reeves is fighting to get second chance points. Lonnie Walker is getting rebounds. I mean, the whole team followed suit, and that's the beautiful thing about having true leadership, all right? Anthony Davis decided he was done playing with Barbies tonight, and he was going to, put on his big boy pants. He was going to get out there and play some grown folk basketball, man, to the tune of 37 points and, 13, 14 rebounds and a couple of blocks. And that's exactly what we need from every single night. Put down the Barbies, AD. You know what I'm saying? You ain't a kid no more, bro. He said, hey, Dan, before you go, can I get your opinion on people thinking LeBron and AD relationship ain't good because Laker fans know they're best friends, and AD said himself LeBron is the best teammate? Yeah, listen, at times Anthony Davis's body language is a little confusing, right? It's a little confusing, but like I said, I never try to play Dr. Phil or shrink or anything. I don't like to read too much into this stuff. I only read what's going on in the court, right? As a fan, that's my job. Everything else is, I don't like that drama stuff, right? So hopefully AD's right mentally, but he said recently in a podcast that their relationship is one of the best in the league. So I believe him. Why would he say that just to say it, right? So, sometimes, listen, I've had friends that I am really hard on because I want them to do good in life. LeBron is really hard on AD because he wants them to do good on the basketball court and in life. It's a part of being a friend. And sometimes, that gets misconstrued. It didn't look good. I will say this. It did not look good when he didn't get up and clap when LeBron broke the record. I don't know what was happening. He didn't get none the previous night. I don't know. But it didn't look good. That's all I'll say about that. But outside of that, I love AD. I want him to do good. I'm critical, but it's a constructive criticism. It's never a tear down. So it's never like, oh, like I'm not one of those fans that say, oh, AD's a bitch or AD's this or that. No. He's a champion, and we're gonna put some respect on his name. I didn't even call Russell Westbrook that. The worst thing I call Russell Westbrook is Russell Westbrick. Okay, but I call him that even more now that he's not on our team, to be honest with you, man. But as long as you're a Laker, I'm rooting for you. Even though I didn't like Patrick Beverly either, I was rooting for him, right? Kane said, if you saw Russell Westbrook in person, what would you do? Nothing. What would I do, man? I'm not one of these fake tough guys that's going to talk smack, right? He's, 6'3". His body fat is 0, and he's a good dude off the court, man. I'm not a troll. You know what I'm saying? Like, leave that to the trolls. Why would I want to pick a fight with a grown man that's not doing anything to me? Like I said, my criticism will always be on the court. Off the court, it's all jokes and fun, and I wish him the best off the court. You know what I'm saying? But that's a funny question, man, because a fake tough guy would have probably said, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna fight him" or something. Nah, bro, no. These are NBA players, man. You gotta respect them, bro. They're living the dream regardless. You know what I'm saying? They are what we look up to strive to be, right? As far as role models go, I just wish that their personality can match their skills on the court at all times, and they carry themselves in a better manner than what John Morant, certain players like that do. But hey, you got to look up to NBA players. They live in their dream. He said, "Who is RW?" I assume he meant Russell Westbrook, right? That's what I think he said. Dan, what I like about Dennis is he is quick, rarely gets injured, and plays hard, diving on the floor. Yeah, dude, for real. Yo, listen, that's a fact. All right. Now, I get on him as well on the court because at times the passes get lazy at times, but let's give him props. This dude has had a much better second stint with the Lakers since coming back than the first one. The first one was horrible, man. And it could have been partially how the coach was using him, how, Frank Vogel was using it. I never liked Frank. Even though he helped us to a title, I thought the assistant coaches like Jason Kidd and the rest were a huge part of that. But the way he utilized players was not cool. He started this, man, and so did Darvin. But Darvin knows how to put him in situations that'll make him succeed. So it's one of those things, man, where it's just the coaching matters. And this coach has brought the best out of Dennis, especially in the fourth quarter, man. Dennis has closed a lot of games for us. Gotta give him props because I was kind of unsure about the signing, although I did like the price point. Veterans minimum, I say, hell yeah. Off the bench especially, right? And now that he is coming off the bench, I love it even more. Because to me, he's always been a six-man type. Even when OKC, when he had that six-man of the year season, he was coming off the bench, right? As a starter, I don't know. I much prefer him coming off the bench. I'll say that. Did you see that crazy 6ix9ine video? You're talking about the one where you got jumped in LA Fitness? Yeah, I seen that. I seen that, bro. I seen that, man. He said, Dan, off topic, but what position would you want us to draft this year? He said, we should have a decent pick. You know what, man? Depending on where the pick is, it's probably going to be outside of the lottery, especially if we get a good position in the playoffs. But it'll be just outside the lottery. It might be in the 19s or 18s or something like that. I want a big man. I want a young big man that we can, kind of like Andrew Bynum, that we can groom and he can be the next man up. That way, Anthony Davis could eventually return to the power forward position, which I think he would strive way more in and stay healthier in. I want to draft somebody along the lines of like a Mitchell Robinson who can come in, get some block shots. Maybe he could be better. Maybe if he was a floor spacer and all that, that'd be great. A shot blocker, of course, just an anchor down low, somebody who can come in and intimidate, rebound. If he has a post-up, even better. He has a face-up game, even better. But I'm not ready to talk about draft prospects just yet because I got content dropping for y'all on that, depending on where our pick ends up being, right? But I am excited about that because we're starting to turn into the youth movement. And as you can see, going younger, we've benefited tremendously. We've already eclipsed the record from last season, and we're playing 500 ball right now because we got younger. So I can't wait, man. You guys know I'm a great scout, man. You guys know I've called a lot of young, talented players before they became stars in the NBA, and they have transpired to be – a lot of them have transpired to be what I thought they would. So what's my take on Victor Wembanyama? I think that the pressure that's on this kid's shoulders, right? Because people are already calling him the next LeBron James, transcendent talent-wise. It's a lot of pressure, y'all. It's a lot of pressure, man. A lot of pressure. And I don't know if he's going to live up to it. I'm rooting for the kid, unless he goes to play for a team I dislike. But other than that, I'm rooting for the kid regardless. And I want him to do good. But come on, man. You cannot start him off with the pressure of like a LeBron James or somebody like that, But I do think he's going to be a good player. I'm not sure about transcending yet, but I do think he's going to be a really good player, right? Time will tell if he's transcendent or not. Does he have the talent? Of course. But remember, everybody's big, athletic. He won't be able to bully people the way he did in playing overseas. It's going to be different, right? It's going to be different. It really depends on how he adapts. If he gets stronger and he adapts to the game at the next level, which I think he can, he's going to be a force. But also, how healthy is he going to be? Those 7'3", 4-foot guys like the unicorn Porzingis are always injury prone. So all of that is going to factor into what type of player he becomes. But God bless him, man, because he has. I'd much rather be Scoot Henderson, who's projected to go second or third, than him. Like, look at the chat. The new KD. That's what I'm talking about. That pressure is insane, yo. Insane. Dan, I would still have signed someone for the 15 roster spot. By the way, Around the League has been phenomenal. He said, my favorite DTLF show. I appreciate that, man. I truly try to create something to give all kinds of Laker fans and even non-Laker fans. Eventually, I bring in some rivals in here on Around the League as well, just to make it fun, maybe have some debates, right? But I try to share my platform. You guys have blessed me, man, with all the support. And of course, my hard work also had to do with it, but you guys have been phenomenal. And so I try to give you guys, the community, a voice, because I know you guys know your basketball as well, right? And so I'm scouting for new talent at all times who want to come on the live streams Around the League once a week for now. The future, it might this summer, because I'm going to need more content. It might be twice a week I might be doing this. So there's going to be more opportunities for guys to come on and voice their opinion, man, and we can go back and forth. And they've all been so great, man, and I love it. I love sharing the platform with true diehard fans of the game, and it's pretty much like a barbershop style, talk show where we just get together and chop it up, man. We don't just talk basketball; we talk life on there. We talk movies, shows, pop culture references, music, everything, man. So everything goes, and it just feels cool, bro. Feels cool. The new media is the future, and I love it because we don't really have to go to the corporate world. And we don't have to suck up to anybody to get to where we want. All we need is the support of you, the amazing people, man, my Laker family and beyond, to continue to move up, man. So it's a wonderful thing. Ken Carter says, Harden going to where? BK? Led to LA Lakers failure past 1.5 years. Oh, James Harden going to Brooklyn. Okay. Man, sometimes you guys do these like short references to words, and I'd be lost, man, because I'm not thinking about Brooklyn right now. Yeah, James Harden going to Brooklyn led to the LA Lakers failure in the past half a year. I just think that Los Angeles is very star hungry at all times, and if you can get a third star, you're probably going to jump on it. But I think we should let success be our guide. We won a championship with 2 star players, 2 superstar players, and AD and LeBron, and a bunch of great role players, right? And that has been amazing, man. That has been phenomenal. So, I look forward to, I look forward to the growth of this team, man, moving forward, right? He said, where are the haters who said we won't make the playoffs? That's how it is, bro. I'm here, win or lose. I always show my face, bro. I'm a brave guy. I'm always going to show my face. There's been times where we've lost horrible games and my heart just fell into my stomach, and I still show my face. But that's the cowardly thing about haters. They'll come into somebody's hard work channel and they'll spam, they'll say crazy stuff, which doesn't hurt me. It just makes them look foolish. If anything, it adds to the entertainment of the channel, because then you can see me backhand them like Serena Williams. But they'll come here and say crazy stuff, and then they won't even show their fake created profile picture when they get smacked or when they're wrong. They won't admit. So those aren't real men, man. That's why they call them trolls. These are children or grown men who haven't grown up. Who are always trolling and spamming hardworking people like mine channels because they don't feel good about themselves. So we're going to pray for them, ladies and gentlemen. But we feel good, baby. It feels good. We're back to 500. AD did his thug thizzle, man. He continues to just, when we need him, he shows up. So shout out to AD for tonight. Shout out to Dennis, all right, for not being Call of Duty tonight. Being, we tugged on his cape. He became Superman for the day. Shout out to Vanderbilt's great defense. Shout out to Lonnie Walker for staying ready. And most of all, man, shout out to Laker Nation. You guys deserve this, man. 500 ball. We're back, baby. Officially. Johnny, last comment I'm going to read said, Mavs are below average ball club. Facts or cap? Well, the way they built that team is they gutted their front court depth for Kyrie. They should have never did that. And this is one thing Mark Cuban's going to learn, all right? He's from Shark Tank, but he should get tossed in the Shark Tank. Because you should never make trades to block other people from making trades. You're not going to get better. You shot yourself in the foot. Now Luka's upset. It's all gravy, baby. Laker Nation, man, they try to keep us down, but they cannot. We back, baby. And that's going to wrap it up for me, man. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you guys for all the support. The likes, if you guys already haven't, please hit that like button. Shout out to my sponsorship Prize Picks for always showing support as well on this channel, man. One of the reasons this is my full-time job, so I appreciate them. And then I want to say, if you haven't hit that sub button, please do. Got you guys, man. Again, Around the League, y'all haven't checked it out, the episode is there, man. You're going to have a good time. Definitely check that out, all right? I'll catch you guys on the next one. Go Lakers, baby. We 500, baby.